Rue Saint-Honoré in Paris, the heart of Parisian luxury. The most prestigious fashion brands rub shoulders with those of the jewelry world. But 2 days before Easter, it's other shop windows that attract tourists. Those of the greatest chocolatiers. Evin, Hermé, La Durée. As in any pastry shop, eggs are sold here. But these have been redesigned by designers. High-end products, and so are their prices. 450 euros for this 54-centimeter egg. In the midst of these great French names, a Belgian. As soon as you enter, he shows his worth. Haute chocolaterie, like haute couture. For this Russian doll, he even teamed up with a major fashion magazine.
Hello, would you like to try a chocolate?
Every customer is welcomed with a tasting. This family comes from the United States.
It's really good.
The store tour is part of their discovery of Paris. A must-see, according to Richard, their tour guide.
They're great vintages, just like wine. It's very interesting and they sell it the same way. It's true, it's like wine. I'd never have imagined it.
If you miss the Louvre, you can always come and see art here. It's a bit like a jewelry store with its precious stones.
Good morning, sir.
I'll take the rabbit, please.
Jean-Julien is a lawyer in the neighborhood.
Which ribbon would you like?
He chose the star piece of the Easter 2015 collection. This bunny, 100% chocolate.
Champagne.
A limited edition. There are only 2 in the store.
It's because my wife is pregnant, so I wanted to celebrate a little, and it's a very beautiful product.
That'll be 98 euros, please. Thank you.
I picked it up without knowing the price, that's all, but I'm not shocked.
I'll put it in the bag for you.
This rabbit, like everything else sold here, was created by a man dubbed the King of Cocoa by his chocolate-making peers. 5 o'clock in the morning on the outskirts of Brussels. Easter time. Pierre Marcolini is more than ever on the warpath. His 80 employees have been working all night. Just like every other day, the boss is at the end of the line for the final quality check. How much chocolate did we eat a day?
Between 100 and 200 grams, easy. But I love it. You put them aside for me. Here, look, these are the little flaws, we don't put them on. It gives you a taste. But since for me pleasure is work, the two combine well. Fortunately, it's just me eating 200 grams. If everyone does the same thing, I'm out of business.
This 51-year-old Belgian has made a childhood dream come true. A 3,000 square meter chocolate factory where chocolate flows freely. Here, white chocolate from Madagascar. Here, pistachios from Iran handled by hand. And every day, more than 100,000 delicacies leave the factory. In a corner of the workshop, Joachim, designer chocolatier, completes the key pieces for his Easter festivities. The famous colored bunny, sold for 98 euros each. 900 grams of milk chocolate to be sprayed.
The principle is to have a very cold product with very hot spraying chocolate, cocoa butter, quite simply. Now you can add an extra color with food pastilles, red, blue, pink, whatever you like.
and that's it. In 2.5 months, he and his 2 assistants produced just 200 rabbits. None more will be offered for sale. Chocolate designers here are paid 5,000 euros a month. For this salary, Joachim also takes care of after-sales service.
Last week I went to London, for example, on Thursday to repair a few products. On Tuesday I was in Paris, same thing, to repair products. So we try to be active as soon as there's a breakage, direct at that level.
His creations are sought after not only for their design, but also for the quality of their cocoa. The chocolatier is one of the few in the world to process its own raw materials. In his warehouses, Pierre Marcolini stores 70 tons of cocoa beans. He spent 2 years touring the world, tasting hundreds of them.
Is Cameroon back?
He has selected 12 varieties. This morning, he is testing 2 new samples sent by African producers, hoping to become his suppliers.
Shall we do Congo? Yes, go ahead.
Pierre is always accompanied by Alain. At 50 years of age, he's the chocolatier's palate. This guillotine allows them to extract the heart from the shell. The beans are tasted raw. They've only been dried.
Not good. Not well fermented. We have bad fermentation and bad drying. And in the end, you get a moldy taste.
The Cameroon variety seems more promising.
They're a tiny bit tart, but they're very light. You see, there's no astringency.
For the Cameroonian producer, this could be the jackpot. The chocolatier is prepared to pay up to 8,000 euros a ton, 4 times the market price for exceptional beans.
For us, as artisans, this is the fairest remuneration. It allows us to perpetuate a plantation, it allows us to invest in a plantation, and above all, it allows us to have exclusivity with regard to this.
The beans are cooked for 22 minutes in a roaster, then ground and mixed with cocoa butter in this centrifuge.
Very, very good. Very, very good. Can you put it on the shelf for me? We'll let it rest and taste it in a month. That way, we'll see how well it retains its aromatic profile.
If the taste is conclusive, this chocolate will soon be on sale at around 7 euros per 80-gram bar. Thanks to his factory, the Belgian designer made a fortune.
You put pickles in it, didn't you?
Yes.
He lives in a vast 460 square meter house with his wife Valerie, a specialist in contemporary art.
We're coming, we're coming, we're coming.
Once a week, Agnès, the chocolatier's mother, joins them for dinner.
We've prepared everything. Have I put on weight? Do you think I've put on a little weight? All right, great.
Today, this Italian native of Verona is very proud of the son she raised alone. At first, however, she was firmly opposed to his vocation. Little Pierre has always been a big eater, crazy about chocolate. By the age of 13, he was creating his first desserts, like this white chocolate birthday cake. He was a good student, so in this modest family, his mother imagined him as a lawyer or doctor. He has other plans.
When I told you I wanted to be a pastry chef, I remember, as you can be from time to time, with a sort of absolute dismay, looking at me and saying, "You choose an easy job? Do you remember this?"
Well, yes. I'd say to him, well, all your studies have been perfect, and now... And now you want to go professional? I say that's not good enough. Well, I was angry. Well, yes, well, angry.
When did your mom tell you that?
I was sad, but also, for me, it was a form of challenge. It was a way of telling myself, I'm going to show her. I'm going to show her that I'm capable. I'm going to show her that this is what I want to do.
After a professional diploma in pastry making, he went on to work for a number of top names. Wittemer in Belgium, Pierre, Hermé and Fauchon in Paris. In 95, at the age of 30, he took part in the World Pastry Cup. Thanks to Paradis Sucré, a montage of chocolate mousse and orange crème brûlée, he finished first. The following year, he decided to go solo. He rented his first 30 square meter premises in Brussels. But the beginnings were laborious.
I remember the banker calling me up and saying, okay, there's no more line of credit, you have to be careful, etc. So I didn't take over a business. I started an adventure from scratch. Well, you're there, and every day you say to yourself, is the door going to smile with a customer? And those are anxious moments.
It took 6 years, until a simple idea came along. The chocolatier reinvented the traditional tablette. He selects 2 exceptional beans and makes a milk chocolate with Madagascar vanilla. It's not just the taste that will win over customers, it's also its shape. A square bar on which he embosses the 9 letters of his name. On the face of it, the idea is very simple, and yet it's going to be a hit. Madam, you can write your name on tablets.
Yes, I'd like that.
Children and adults alike have fun with letters. Every year, the chocolatier sells 300,000 of its tablets worldwide at €7.25 apiece. In 15 years, he has opened 46 boutiques from Japan to Kuwait, generating sales of €40 million. It's been 2 minutes. He's been on a constant quest for innovation since.
I can already see you're smiling. I can already see. Are you ready?
He writes down all his ideas in a notebook that he always keeps with him. Every year, he renews 40% of his range. For his Autumn-Winter 2015 collection, he has come up with a new pastry. A cookie with black sesame, yuzu caramel and Java chocolate. His pastry chef, Laurent Chonon, is responsible for transforming his sketch into a chocolate dessert.
I'm used to it. I'm used to it. I'm used to it. I think that's it.
The sentence is...
It's a bit of a mouthful, but it's true that it's... We're going to say that the dreams of these nights become the nightmares of the day. That's a bit of a mouthful, but that's what it is.
See you tomorrow morning for this product.
The pastry chef has 24 hours to present the future dessert to his boss. The following day, Laurent Chonon finishes the first version of this Breton sablé, Japanese style. Here we go. Every month, the pastry chef works on around 10 of his boss's ideas. On average, only 1 is finally selected.
Here we are. It's amazing, I can see it already.
Before testing the cookie, the designer tastes each ingredient separately.
It's already a bit vicious, I think.
The first impression is good, but there are still a few details to work out.
Yes, but it does run a little, which is why I was telling you about the caramel staying
The disc
power.
should be a little smaller. The idea is that you have to guess that there's a little caramel, but not too much, and see the cookie as well.
No problem.
It takes 6 months and dozens of tastings before the chocolatier validates the launch of a new recipe in the store. Just a few hours before Easter, several thousand cakes are ready to be shipped all over Europe. Gentlemen, it's 7:25. The shipment is due at 8 o'clock. It's got to go. No respite for the designer. In a few days' time, he'll be tackling the creations for Easter 2016.